So many people are stating that the next mayor must have character or competence. I say the next mayor must have character. I was born in Brownsville where my mom was able to save up enough money to buy a small, modest house in South Jamaica, Queens. And it was challenging as children growing up. I went to school at night when I graduated from high school. I went to college, taking 2 classes at a time. My master's in public administration, and joined the police department, not because I just wanted to be a cop, but because I was arrested by police officers and I was beat badly by them. And civil rights leaders later in life asked me to go into the police department to fight from within.
What are you going to do with New York City Care?
I am going to have a city where you have access to health care, not using emergency rooms, but local facilities that's going to give you preventive steps so you can make smart choices.
How important for you is the Latino vote?
Latino vote is crucial. When you look at close to, I think, 2.5 million Latinos in this city, polls have shown that over 26% of the Latino vote I currently have. I'm happy to have that, and it's the largest out of any candidate that is running. But it's very important. I think the Latino vote is going to be the difference maker in who's going to be the mayor or not.
How can we stop racism in America and also in the city of New York?
Racism is real. It is part of the fiber and fabric of America. And the way you combat it is that we start tearing down those stereotypes. What does that look like? Having culturally sensitive education.
What are your plans for essential workers and undocumented in the city of New York?
Well, there's several things we must do to recover. Number one, we have to get crime under control. But number two, we want to collaborate to stop the flow of guns in our community.
Any plans to help small businesses?
Yes. Three things I believe are important. Number one, we need to be more business friendly. Our city is too bureaucratic, too expensive, and too difficult to do business. Number two, we need to utilize our procurement dollars better. Number three, we're going to have our business chamber of commerce in every borough to do the backroom work for small businesses.
People say that you are very connected to big corporations and builders. Are you worried about gentrification? How do you want to fight that?
Yes, I am.
Poor are being away of the city.
Yes, I am. And I have argued against the displacement of innocent, long-time New Yorkers. And I'm not a person that is controlled by big dollars. Over 75% of the $9.1 million that we raised came from small dollar donors. That's the real narrative. But let me tell you something else. Real estate interests, they don't donate to me because I support real estate. They donate to me because I support the city. Because remember, when you go move into some place, what are the first two questions that you ask someone? Is it safe? How good are the schools? That's what you want. That's why people support me from all economic status, because they know I want a safe, clean city where we can raise healthy children and families.
Any plans to protect the environment in the city of New York?
I think there's a number of things we can do. Number one, we have to cycle off of fossil fuel. I have a plan to build out the wind farm off the shore of our Sunset Park area, where we build out our infrastructure by using natural resources to prevent the flow of water from taking over in the low-lying areas along our waterfront.
Another important question is that one of your contenders, Scott Stringer, was accused of sexual harassment. What is your position on that?
It's really concerning. I'm alarmed about what happened. I believe the accuser is credible. She was very articulate and clear on what she experienced. And I believe every woman or man should have the right to express if they believe they were abused. And so I feel Scott he has some soul searching to do to determine how he's going to move forward.
Thank you very much for accept our interview with Queen Latino.